Hello, my name is Jim. I'm here at Camp Xanue to tell you my experience. We were doing the night sit, and Matt got everybody up, and we did a healing ring before we started the night sit, and we played some music, did some stuff, and then me and my daughter decided to walk down to the wood pile to interact with Zorth and the Council of 12. And while I'm at the wood pile, you have your hands and palms up, and you can feel energy. You can see your fingers and hands kind of disappear. But while I was there trying to mind speak with them, I had what I thought was a hand push right at my belt buckle, and it pushed and probably 6 to 8 times, and I'm thinking, well, maybe they're asking me to move back. This is really kind of strange. So I put a step backwards, and then I was standing there, and it was like they asked me to step forward again. So I went ahead and stepped forward, and they actually pushed on me another 6 to 8 times in the waist area. And I don't know if they were checking me out for medical or what, but that was very exciting. And then after that, they quit. We finished up, and we went to sit back down. So then last night at the night sit, we were sitting there, and I just happened to look up to my left, and a big ball of what I'd say fog. It was round. It just really quick zoomed down right towards me, right across the whole group of people that were sitting there, and just off, and it was gone. And it was just like really weird, really crazy, but neat. And then we were riding the quads yesterday, me and my daughter, and we were out in the woods, and we looked down, and there was a orb about the size of a basketball, and it was just whoop right through the forest, and we got to see it for quite a ways as it traveled through. So that was exciting. And then as we were coming back up on the quad, we were looking at these leaves on the trees, and there were several leaves, and there's one about 10 foot tall, and this thing was just, it was just going crazy. One leaf out of hundreds of them. And then the person that was next to us on another quad pulled up, we showed her, and then one leaf about 4 foot down from it started moving just a little bit, but this top one just kept flipping around. And then finally, after about 2 or 3 minutes, they both stopped. No other leaves moved whatsoever except for those two leaves. And once that was done, we took off. And very exciting weekend. Thanks to Matt and Cynthia. Everything was good. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Stomping, playing kids. Did you mention that
Oh,
near
yes.
the pump house?
As we were sleeping last night, I felt like I had a playground around me. I heard footsteps kind of stomping for a while, but then I felt all night long that I had like a whole group of kids just playing all around me. I don't know why I felt that, but it was just like they were enjoying themselves, having fun, like they were at a playground at school or something, and very exciting.
Thank you, Jim, and please tell the missus I'm looking forward to meeting her.
Will do. Thank you,
Okay,
Matt.
thank you.
Where from, if you're just saying initials, doesn't matter.
Here we are, back by popular demand. A and J. Now, they do not want to have their faces on the film, but oh no, we might get it. No, we're not. Okay, so anyway, they're going to give their testimonials of what happened last night while they were sleeping over there on their cots. So back down low. Here we go. Who's going first?
I guess I will.
Okay.
So late last night or very early morning before sunrise, not sure exactly what time it was, I woke up and saw a blue light just behind me here near the garden.
Okay.
And it wasn't very big, just like that. And I thought that, and then as I focused in, I realized there was a person there, or what I perceived as a person, and I thought they were carrying a blue flashlight.
Okay.
But that went out fairly quickly, and the person was walking. And what was very odd, and I say person because they had clothing on.
Okay.
I didn't have my glasses on, but I could see clearly that they had, kind of grayish pants and a basically white top, and I think had a hat on as well.
Okay.
and they were, I believe about 5 feet tall, maybe a little taller. But they were walking through the grass here, and it was completely silent, which I noted and I thought was very odd.
They, you said they. They is plural.
A person,
Him.
them, him,
Them.
her,
Yeah, okay.
it.
Singular.
Yeah,
There was
singular,
only one,
singular,
okay.
just one.
Yeah, okay.
And I was sleeping over there. My sight line was somewhat cut off, but I thought, okay, they're silent, but when they hit the gravel, I'll hear them.
Right.
Right
over here, the gravel.
Yes.
Okay.
And I never heard them hit the gravel. There was no gravel noise of walking, and so I was kind of dumbfounded. And so in the morning, I went around talking to all the people that fit the same physical description that were here, and none of them said they were in this area at all, much less out of their bed at night.
Okay.
So we don't know what it was that walked through there.
Yeah. But we do know, based on previous pictures, that there is, if you two can step aside just a little itty bit, in this area right here is this is where the energy grid was recorded, or the photograph was taken, and then a portal photograph was taken, and so there's stuff going on here. And when I was walking down here last night, I had some Xanue warriors come over and stop me from going in this area. So something about this area that's pretty special. I have no idea what you saw. We've put a question out for Zorth. Zorth has not responded yet. Anything else you would like to add, Jay?
Do you want to hear about my other experiences?
Your other experiences?
Well, yes.
Like last night?
At the night sit.
Oh, yeah.
So, let's see. Where should we? The interesting thing was I felt like that I was being touched a little bit while sitting in my chair, but I wasn't completely sure. If could have been something else,
Right.
Insect or whatever. But and then when I went up to the woodpile to speak to the Council of 12. I specifically asked if they could touch me, and I felt like it wasn't like pressure, but I felt energy, just a little, very localized, like point of energy on my arm shortly after I asked for that.
Okay.
So that was interesting, and I felt like that was a direct response to me being asked them to touch me.
Right.
And then all been here and been to the woodpile is I could see like the air was thick with shimmer. Like it wasn't just like a shimmery form, which I often see when I believe that the Xanues are around, but that it was like thick with shimmer. Like it's the only way I could describe it is it was so much shimmer that it was thick with it.
Lots of energy.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
And that was interesting, and I also felt energy in that area. And then also when I went up and got a hug from Xanue, I felt energy again, which I felt before when I've gotten a hug from Xanue.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you.
Yep.
Hey.
So at the night sit, I saw when people were getting hugs, a lot of energy and color, and at one point I saw a lot of blue around somebody when they were getting a hug, like a huge, like 3x4 piece, like blue energy. I did not feel any poking, which I was kind of sad about. But I did feel probably more energy than I felt. And also when I went up to the woodpile, it was a mass of red twinkle lights, and like the best way I think to describe it is the fire shimmer, the heat signature shimmer.
Okay.
Very tall. I also feel like I could see all the warriors.
Oh, you could?
Yeah.
Wow.
But not the full form, just the heads down to the body.
Okay.
Feel like I had less interaction with the juveniles this time than I did last time.
Okay.
But so that was interesting. I feel like wanted to hear them, but when we were up the woodpile, there was a lot of music going on, and so I couldn't hear them. But I feel like there was some noise or talking that I just couldn't understand.
Oh.
Then when we went to bed, I took a couple pictures of the portal because we're sleeping right in front of it.
Yeah.
And I got 2 orbs.
Yes, you did. You showed those to me.
Flying out of the portal, and that was pretty interesting.
Yeah.
And some other just like really small lights that weren't interesting, but the orbs were in clear, no editing,
Right.
nothing in the picture, just 2 orbs.
Yeah.
And then when I was sleeping, I did not sleep well. It was way too hot, and so I woke up quite a bit. Every time I woke up, it was like crunch, 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 and I just heard all this gravel. And at one point, I did see someone on the gravel, but it didn't justify the amount of crunching that I was hearing. And where we're sleeping, there's gravel where this platform's been built up, and so I don't know if they were like crawling, but it was interesting. And then also, when I woke up, I looked over at the portal, and I saw the portal in grid form, but I didn't sit up, and I didn't see the curvature because of where I was sleeping.
Right.
You could only see the straight lines.
Right.
And I kind of discounted it because I was like, well, I've been talking about this portal, and we were joking about it yesterday, and so I think, I'm just, I want to see this, so I'm seeing this. So I went to sleep.
Right.
And then a couple hours later, I woke up and saw it again.
Wow.
And so that was kind of crazy, just to see it twice. So I feel like had I seen it once, you could discount it.
Right.
Waking up and seeing it twice
Right.
in a linear state was kind of crazy. But I didn't see anything coming out of it. So, yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys. We have this last night, Sunday night, for another night sit and sleeping out. It's going to be fun to see what happens tonight for everybody. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, I'm Claudia, coming from Tenino, Washington. And I was sleeping last night in the forest close to a trail. And in the middle of the night, I heard a loud scream, a single scream, like a woman scream, but very, very high peak. More than once, long, I'm living, I have 5 acres, I sleep all the time with my open windows, I have coyotes all the time, so it's not there. And
Not a
of course,
coyote?
No.
Okay.
No single coyote, no very, very long, same, it's happened more than once. And actually, I remember that you said that there was a trap, that there was something like this, screaming, but it was. I say, well, I'm not in fear. It's fine, and it's happened 2-3 times. And later, as the other girl said, I heard a sort of herd of coyotes, but still they were not coyotes because, I know the difference. And there were many different sort of howling. What I saw at the wood pile is that where there is a serratia and come to little rocks, sometimes they totally disappeared. And that's what I saw.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Very welcome.
Hi, I'm Jamie. I'm from Scappoose, Oregon. So I just saw a little bit last night at the night sit. I saw some twinkly lights. I saw, I would say, little orbs flying in all different directions, different colors. I would say just about every color under the rainbow. It was really pretty. Let's see, what else did I see? I saw some red, almost like eyes, and then kind of like a red glow, but I couldn't make out anything like faces or shapes or anything. And I saw several of those. I saw some down below the juveniles and saw some up in the trees. I saw a few in the trees, kind of like the smoky shimmer, just for in a couple spots. And then my dad and I walked down to the wood pile. When we went down there, we held out our hands. My hands didn't disappear disappear, but they kind of would get blurry and oh, what's the word? I just forgot it. Like there was something in between my hand, and it would kind of like go out of focus and kind of get kind of weird. And then I felt something like pressure or weight and warmth on my arms, like they were holding my arms perhaps. And then one of the people, the first person to go get a hug, I think it was from Syria, if I remember correctly. I'm not sure who got the hug, but I saw just this swarm of light and the orbs and the different colors just go crazy around her. I didn't see her disappear or anything. So that was kind of cool. I didn't really see it on anybody else when they went to get a hug. And then when we went to bed last night, I felt like a weight on my chest a little bit, or my stomach area, and had just a small vibration for just a couple minutes. Other than that, I don't think that I really saw anything. That's about it.
I don't.
Was there anything? I feel
It's
like,
nothing.
right?
Yeah, I don't think I saw anything. You know what? That was
I mean-
awesome. That was awesome. Thank you so very much. I'm kind of thinking maybe you did see
I'm
something.
sure I did.
Maybe just a little bit, you know?
Extraordinary.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know. I guess I was thinking like on my cot I would see more. Like I felt
Yeah.
like last time more happened at night on the cot. So I think that's where nothing more really happened when we went to bed.
Okay, so here's the
So-
deal. Here's the deal about that. I'm glad you brought that up. We're just going to use this opportunity for a little education. And I learned this years ago when I was up in the mountains doing my research. A lot actually happens at night when we're asleep in
Yeah.
our cots, and unless we record with the parabolic microphone dish, we have no idea what happens at night.
Yeah.
But I can guarantee you a lot happens at night when we're sleeping,
Yes.
including bugs, right, Claudia?
Oh, hi.
Bugs.
Yes.
Hi.
No, I
There
So,
were a lot of mosquitoes last night. Yes.
so they worked on me. They removed the blood clot from me. Last night I was rolling over in my cot, and as I was rolling over, my eyes, opened up, and I saw Xanue leaning over Daniel,
Oh, nice.
and I was like, "Hi, what are you doing?" Because I'm a little protective of Daniel. Not that I have to protect him from the Xanue, but it was just an automatic question. What are you doing? And he goes, "I'm working on Daniel. I'm working on his eyes."
Oh.
I said, "Are you trying to help him to see?" And he said, "We're trying." No guarantees, but his response was, "We're trying." If I hadn't woken up to see that, we would have never have known that while we were all sleeping,
Right.
that was happening. But I guarantee you, when we are sleeping, a lot happens.
Oh, I'm sure a lot happened.
Yeah.
I just didn't feel like I experienced a lot. Last time when we
Yeah,
were here
yeah.
at night, I felt like more like we had heard footsteps and there were
Yes.
different
Yes,
sounds.
yes.
And that's, I think,
Yeah.
what I was hoping for. And
More footsteps.
Yeah.
So what I want
that's
to
it.
what
Not that I didn't. I know I
Yeah.
saw a lot.
What I want to encourage you and all campers to do, and I'll bring this up later, is bring your own portable recorders and record during night, and then listen later on to see what you come up with.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. Okay, next on the list we have.
Hi, my name is Claudia. I'm coming from Italy, but I've been living in Washington State, Tenino, Rainier, for 14 years. And my experience was I decided to sleep on the ground because on the cot for me it was very uncomfortable and I couldn't have almost any sleep. And I wanted having a challenge for myself as well, so I was in a spot in the forest surrounded by trees, by pines, and I was sleeping, and I heard and a sort of visualization, a crack, like a single leaves, dry single leaves crack on the hand. And I'm pointing this out because with the needle they don't do this sort of noise when you. And I opened my eyes and I couldn't see anything other that I was looking at something, but I couldn't see nobody. I mean, I couldn't see anything. So I opened my eyes, and 40 feet from when I am, but there are all trees around. So I see a circle of light around 5 feet of diameter.
Oh wow, that's a big orb.
I don't think it was an orb. It was because on this circle I see a white butterfly that has
Oh.
sort of
Huh.
big butterfly. I mean,
Okay.
sort of the size of a monarch butterfly, but flying between branches and branches, and I close my eyes and I open again, and it was really the motion of a butterfly and stopping on branches. And I turned my eyes on the back because it really looks like a projection. So, but there was nothing, no light at all in the back, and it lasted for a long time. I was exhausted. So I mean, but more than 5 minutes. I close my eyes, I open again, I close, I'm looking, and yeah, it was weird because. The branches are the trees were in different location, but I always could see this butterfly. It doesn't matter if there were some branches on the front, on the back. That's why for me it was like a projection of something. But
Awesome.
I've been, yeah.
And that lasted for over 5 minutes.
Or more.
Wow.
It ended almost. Oh no, it ended not almost. It ended all only because I was tired. I closed my eyes.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, it was really long. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing. Thank you to both of you for sharing.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Pamela from Rainier, Washington, and I had an experience after Matt did this healing circle with us, and I don't normally sleep through the night, but I slept all the way through the night after I returned to my cot. In the morning, before I woke up, I had a vision where the word joy took an all full color, beautiful colors in my frontal lobe. And then Sunday morning, I heard a tree pop, a really loud tree pop. And then from that, I heard some other things. I heard the Xanue vocalizing that way. I don't know what direction that is. And I heard a couple of other things. So.
And that was in the dark, right?
Yeah, that
at
was
night?
this morning. It was still dark out.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
probably around 4 a.m. maybe. I don't wear a watch or
Okay.
anything to bed with me, so
Okay.
it's just a guesstimate
Okay.
of that. It was really quite lovely.
Okay. Thank you very, very much.
You're welcome.
I'm Daniel Child, Kaysville, Utah. So just really quickly on Saturday night going into Sunday, as we were doing the night sit, I was told to put my hands out. So I put my hands out, and there was a Xanue there, and then I was told to lean forward. And so I leaned forward while I was in my chair, and apparently there was a Xanue, Murda, I believe is her name, was staring into my eyes and kind of just, there was energy coming through, and could kind of feel the energy, especially in my hands, of her and her presence there. So that was pretty cool for Saturday night. Then Sunday afternoon, we were just sitting around talking, and I started seeing all the little ones down in my lower field of what vision I don't have, my mind's eye. I could pick up on the little ones all around us. And what I've done in times past is spent an hour singing to them, so they knew it was time to come and sing to them. So they were letting me know come sing, come sing. So I was taken down to the wood pile and started singing songs from scout camp and hymns and other songs like Johnny Cash or Creedence Clearwater, you know, the good ones. And one of my songs that I sang from camp, it goes, I wish I lived in a happy land where a river of lemonade flows, where ice cream sodas grow on trees and chocolate grows on the ground. What? Chocolate grows on the ground? Sure, chocolate grows on the ground. And as soon as I finished singing that, I hear in the forest, ha, just one of the Xanue laughing at the just ridiculous song that it is. Just
Chocolate growing on the ground.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it was pretty awesome to not just in my mind. It was an audible ha of them laughing at it. So they've always enjoyed my singing, and I've always enjoyed interacting with them with my singing. But later on in the night sit, last night, again Murda came up to me and asked me to lean forward, so I did. And again, she was looking and giving energy into my eyes and through my hands, and so that was really pretty awesome of her to do that twice in a row. And from what I was told, I believe she's Kantu and Saria's daughter, correct?
Yes.
She is. Okay. So when I went to go hug Kantu, I expressed my appreciation for her and to again Kantu and Saria for the love that they give us. So their hugs are very special. But yeah.
Awesome. So a couple quick questions.
Okay.
You are totally and completely blind,
Completely blind. I cannot see anything at all. Right now it's just darkness.
and yet you say you see them
As glowing figures in the darkness. Yes.
in your mind's eye.
In my mind's eye.
Okay, with your third eye, so to speak.
Yes.
Okay. Have you ever been here before?
I was here for my first time in July 2020. I have testimonial videos of that.
Mm-hmm.
It's on the Team Squatching site.
Okay.
And I was here last year in September, but I think at the time, because of the health complications that I was dealing with, I had a pretty close call. I thought I was there, and so I had a little harder time picking up on them at that time.
And then you've been here this year?
Been here back in May. And actually I have this necklace that Matt Barger gave me.
Yes.
When I got here on that Friday night in May, I had it on,
Yes.
slept with it on,
Yes.
woke up the next morning, and by the afternoon I realized this little icon was gone.
Okay.
The ring that it's on right here was also gone. So
Okay.
there was no way that it broke off.
Right.
So, and I took off the necklace, felt it from link to link
Right.
to check to make sure it was there. It was not.
Okay.
No ring, no part of it or anything.
Mm-hmm.
So I figured, okay, one of the Xanue has it. And by Sunday night into Monday, I sat down on my sleeping bag, felt next to me, and there was the icon. And I felt the ring and no damage to it. I put it on the necklace, checked the ring and the necklace to make sure it could not slip through, and everything was intact.
Cool. Awesome. So this is August of 2022.
Yes.
Are you coming back again?
I will be here next month, thankfully.
Okay. And I'm looking forward to having you come back.
It is always a privilege.
And you said you're blind.
Completely, yes.
So you're able to make your way through the airport onto the plane, fly here, get off the plane, make your way through the airport, catch your ride here, and likewise going back, right?
If there is any need for anyone to require assistance, like I do
Yeah.
and so many other people,
Yeah.
there are ways to get here, people to help you through the airport, to the gate, onto the plane, and to whomever you're meeting on the other side.
Okay.
Here
Awesome.
and back.
Awesome. And so the point being, you've been here several times. You're totally blind. So, and for those of you watching this video, Daniel's like a little brother to me, so I flick him crap. So, so, yeah. So bottom line is, getting to and from Camp Xanue is so easy. Even a blind guy can do it, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Even taking pictures.
That's right. Yeah, you
Back
even
in
take
May,
pictures.
I was riding on the ATV with Tony,
Yeah.
and I was snapping pictures, taking video,
Yep.
and there was one picture I took. I still don't know which one it is, but you said that I caught how many?
A lot of Xanue.
Several of them
Yeah.
in one picture,
Yes.
just looking at me and what?
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm trying to encourage everybody else that's watching this that this young man who is completely blind has been to Camp Xanue several times.
Traveled on my own for that matter.
Traveled on his own, coming back again. If he can do it, you guys can do it. In all seriousness, if somebody does have a disability, most airlines have options for you to receive assistance to get from the ticket counter onto the plane, off the plane to baggage, and to the people who are there to pick you up.
Yes.
So it really isn't as difficult as most people think it is to travel. That's my point.
Yes.
Plus, it gave me a chance to diss my younger brother once again. Okay, love you. Thank you, Daniel.
Love you guys.
Yep, bye.
I'm Sharon from Battleground, Washington. This is my fourth camp out with Matt and Cynthia. Last night, Sunday night, was the first time that I really, actually the night before, Saturday night, that I started being able to see Saria as a blue energy, more of a column shape rather than actual form with appendages. So that excites me because I did some mind speak to her. I asked her if she would show me her energy, so I started seeing the blue shimmery column, which is really exciting because that's what I've been striving for at home with my own Xanue. Show me the blue, show me the shimmering image. Also, actually very early on in the night sit, before it was even totally dark, a few of us went down to the night sit area to start practicing with our drums and flutes, and so that was exciting. We started seeing dark images go across the jars of Xanue and Saria. The jars of rocks, the glow rocks, would actually disappear, like someone's walking in front of them, but we couldn't see them. It was visible. They were being obstructed. I did make contact with a couple of small ones in front of me, but I was so busy with my drum trying to keep the beat that I didn't take the time to actually, very many times ask for the little ones to show me their energy. But twice I stopped the drum and I looked down on the ground and I said, please show me your energy, because I can't see you with my eyes unless you do, and because I love, love, love babies. And they did. They would start to show me their energy on the ground in front of my feet. So it was, that was my night, beating on the drum a lot. It was great. The Xanue love music, and we were entertaining them last night. And I look forward to doing that next month in September. We'll be back and with more drums.
Awesome. More drums. Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome.
Hi, I'm Bobby Passant. I live in Battleground, Washington. I came to Camp Xanue for the August camp out. On Friday night, I experienced the little ones sitting down below us where we all go to sit for the night sit. And I was lucky enough to have one of them, when I was talking with them and playing with them, come up on my lap, and I lost sight of my legs, and it's kind of a white veil when they come up. And so I got to have a little one sit on my lap, which really made me happy. And then I saw twinkles and some glowing and things on Friday night. But that was about it for Friday night. Then on Saturday night, we started off our sit with bringing the people that were in need of healing up and having a healing circle. And the rest of us that weren't healing made a circle around them and we prayed for them. And while we were praying for them, I was just overwhelmed with the energy of the Xanue that had joined the circle with us. It just, how I describe it is like it lights my whole body up. Like a chill that you get, only a chill just is very quick. This lasts for 30-40 seconds. It can last, and it's just like you're just lit up with energy or electricity. And so we knew that they were there. And also that night we saw I saw in front of Saria, there are glass jars with glowing stones in them, and you can see, and that's how we know to go down to where they're standing. I finally was able to see her shimmering image of a light blue shimmer that was probably 8 foot tall, I would imagine. That was the first time I'd been able to see a shimmering image. Also that night I viewed behind the woodpile, and this is also the first time that I've ever been able to see this, and I've been to several campouts. The Council of 12, their red glow. That was a new experience for me, and it was probably the highlight of my night, was actually experiencing their shimmering image of red. I saw twinkles and I saw some eye glow, but that had to be my big deal for the night, was finally getting to see their image, their glow.
Awesome. Thank you
you.
so very much.
Okay, I'll start this time. So last night, I think it was about 7:30 or 8 at night, near the pathway by the portal. I noticed some littles playing kind of peekaboo, running back and forth. And I think there was 2, and then there was 4, and at the end there was about 6. And then it got pretty dark, and I couldn't see them. So we headed to the night sit pretty early. There was a lot of lights and a lot of movement, but I wasn't getting clear, like, silhouettes, although I did see a silhouette over Dan. And then when I went to bed, it was fairly uneventful and I crashed hard, except in the middle of the night, I heard a kind of a chorus of coyotes, but they definitely were not coyotes, because where I live, we hear coyotes all the time. And they were, I think I've never heard an adult male like really howl, and I have a little bit of apprehension about that. And so I feel like this was like the introduction, and it was like this chorus of really pretty howling. And then I heard some rock kind of being clacked gently together, and it was around the perimeter of the forest. So that's what I experienced.
Thank you. Next.
So I saw the same thing. There are a number of us that saw the little ones moving back and forth down the path between the trees, seeing the shadows of them moving from tree to tree. And we went to the night sit earlier last night than usual, where it was still somewhat light out, and I find I can see the changes in light better at that hour, and I saw tons and tons of movement in the grass in the night sit area, both taller and really short, for a good half hour. Lots and lots of movement before it got darker, and then I couldn't see it as well. And that was about the extent of my experiences last night.
I also want to mention that by the portal over here, by where the gate is,
Yes.
in the garden,
Yeah.
I saw a lot of red shimmer and energy.
Okay.
But I did not see the grid pattern
Right.
last night. But I saw it during the night sit. But then I checked several times during the night. I also discovered that the two orbs that I saw the day before were in fact not orbs. They were lights, and I retook a picture and confirmed that I had been mistaken.
Okay. And did you not tell me earlier that a certain gentleman standing to your right was going to be going towards the portal, and you shut him down? Did
She
that
did
happen?
not shut me down.
Yeah.
He tried.
He tried, and
I
did you go?
I did not go anywhere.
Somebody
unfortunately.
shut you down. Wasn't me. I'm just saying.
Yes, I actually I thought I saw some lights in the portal, and,
Yeah.
and I had the urge to try and walk through it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so I did, but
Yeah.
but nothing happened.
And somebody here between the three of us shut you down. I'm just saying. Hey, have you guys been here before?
Yes.
Are you guys coming back again?
Next year.
Awesome.
And we had a great time. Lovely people, normal people, good
Normal.
food.
Yes. Good food. Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Well worth it.
Well worth it.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Ron Harvey. I'm from Yelm, Washington, and I had some interesting experiences this event. First of all, the first night wasn't really that fruitful. I didn't see too much. I did see a little bit of glowing in the forest, probably faces glowing, but nothing really spectacular happened. The second day, that would have been Saturday. Again, not too much. I did have some, I think it was a little one, come and bang the back of my chair. The next night, the next day, I gave the Xanue interactive watercolor class, and we've had some great results with that, with very meaningful messages from the Xanue being, surfacing on the paintings. Then last night, I was walking back to my cot, and I heard this roar. I lit up my flashlight, but there was nothing there. And then later on, I was down by the fire pit having a pipe, and I heard banging. It sounded like on the pump shed over here, 4 or 5 times, but nobody else heard it, so that's kind of bizarre. It was pretty loud. That's about it.
Okay. Thank you, sir.